story that most love stories are made of. Fatty and a cheater. But no, so the Rangers able to pull it together. There's a nice race going on in the AL East with Boston and the Yankees going back and forth there. It seems like every other day one of them's in the lead. I think, though, honestly, if you look at it, Boston's got more of the chance of pulling that one out and winning the division.
This is something I said on Twitter or Reddit or wherever. I think this would be a perfect season to have the old rules of baseball where only the pennant winner goes to World Series. Because you have three teams, all about 50 wins, right? All really, really good. Houston, Boston, and the Yankees. Well, the regular season doesn't matter for them because you've got the wild card, right?
Right.
So division win doesn't
Well, now
really
you have
matter
two
that
wild
much.
cards now.
I know, right? So, depending on Boston and the Yankees, whoever wins the division doesn't really matter. It used to matter.
Right.
Now it doesn't really matter. It used to matter that you win the entire league.
It used to matter if you won the All-Star game, too, now, but now it doesn't.
Right.
We're just changing everything.
You have the best record in AL, and then you go to the World Series, and that was it.
Right.
So that would make a race. Now you've got 5 teams in the playoffs, and nobody cares. We know who the top 3 teams are, except for something catastrophic. I don't even think. I mean, those rosters are stacked.
Oh, yeah.
Catastrophic wouldn't derail them. They'd still be in the playoffs.
You know what I'm really
through the season, and they're in the playoffs already.
Being a Red Sox fan, being born a Red Sox fan with it in my genes, I'm supposed to hate all things Yankees. But I will tell you what I'm really enjoying is the first year that they tell Joe Girardi to fuck off and don't come back, Aaron Boone totally comes in and is just wrecking shop. And I love that.
Well, it's also the fact that the Yankees have a young team and they're better now.
Oh, yeah,
They're
no.
getting better and better.
No, they just have a lot of power, and it's really good. And they got heartfelt stories like Aaron Judge out there playing catch with that kid the other night in the outfield. It touched my heart.
It really took a lot of
right?
sacrifice.
I mean, I remember one time.
The ball into the
right.
stands.
I met Corey actually at church camp as a sponsor one year, and Corey got up in front of the church and said, "Every one of your kids have touched me, and I'm sure I've touched all of them too." And I was like, Corey, that's the worst thing to say. Kind of like how Corey was talking about the heartfelt stuff and whatever he was talking about going on the side of that mountain last week on that episode.
Pot was what we were
talking about. Okay. Hey, which is now legalized in the great Oklahoma State.
No, medical only.
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and backtrack on that fake story you just spread?
Corey was not the church camps. Yeah, I know, but he said that at another church camp. So, but tell us about the AL Central. It's looking like it's just going to be Cleveland.
Yeah, well, I mean, who cares? They're not even that great.
Right.
Does anybody expect Cleveland to be able to beat those 3 teams that we just talked about? Houston, Red Sox, and Yankees?
No, I don't see it happening this year.
So
I'll tell you somebody that's not winning this year, and that is the Tigers pitching coach.
No, that is correct. Let's get into that now.
That's going to be the AL Central News. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, AL Central News. There we go. There's your tagline. So go ahead, take it, Corey.
Somebody didn't have all their audio together.
I don't have an AL Central because they don't win. Well, I don't have a song like, I guess I could play Loser by Radiohead or something.
Get some country song that's real down and out.
Right? The fucking Native Americans get mad if I play anything. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Not a whole lot going on in the AL Central, but the Detroit Tigers pitching coach, which does not usually make news, but he is, quote, devastated, about as devastated as Mark Cuban was when he couldn't hire DeAndre Jordan signed.
Oh, wow.
We're not going to bring in basketball because Chase
But probably both of them involve black people from what I'm reading on the story.
I mean, my first thought was Hispanic. I mean, I thought,
but Detroit, man, you got to know.
Yeah, but I heard there was like a staff member, and I was thinking like cleaning, you're just like...
Oh, yeah.
Say something.
Right.
Anyway, so this guy is fired, Chris Bosio. He was a baseball player for a long time. He's been a coach for a long time. He does not have a job because he said something racially insensitive.
Which is really shocking to me that a middle-aged, upper 50s, lower 60s white male would say something racially insensitive to a person.
I mean,
I'm completely shocked.
Never say anything
racially
insensitive.
Right. I mean,
especially in this day and age.
Yeah, and in sports, too. Like,
I mean, everybody is politically correct, and everybody is polite, and nobody is racist.
Right. Well, I heard that maybe he can have a job for that team over in China that the old owner of the Clippers bought.
Donald Sterling.
Yeah, the Pei Wei Yao Mings or something like that. I think that's the name.
Get out of here. So Shin Soo Choo,
Right?
who you love to hate on.
I love Shin Soo Choo.
No, you love to hate on him.
I feel like Shin Soo Choo should be a drinking game. After every beer, you have to say Shin Soo Choo 5 times.
Chase, your least favorite player on the Rangers might be Shin Soo Choo.
No. The line out of Shields.
Yeah, and he's doing pretty good too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why I hate on him, so that they, overcome.
You say yes, he has been overpaid, but he has been one of the Rangers' best hitters in the last 2 years. He has been on base for 40 straight games.
I just say with the injury and the front end of that contract, we're never going to see is the back end. No, I'm just saying as far as the overall health of this is not very good. Man, look at that barbecue pizza with a big old chunk of onion on it.
That's a terrible barbecue pizza. Take a picture, put it on Yelp. 2 stars.
2 stars.
What bullshit. No.
Do they even cook the crust?
Probably not. Shin Soo Choo has been good. The Rangers don't have a lot of good
batters. I have no doubt in my mind that Shin Soo Choo's been good. He's been on base 40 games in a row.
Yes,
it's going to end at 42.
They don't have a lot of... I thought you said 43.
No, it's going to end at 42. It's episode 43. Shin Soo Choo's going to end on 42.
Whatever. I would take that bet. No, it's one of the best in Rangers history. Let's applaud that. He's doing great. Beltre is also doing great. He's moving right up the list. He's
moving right up the list of people who are going to say goodbye.
At number 20 all-time hits, I think Dale Murphy or something, he's about to pass about 3,100 hits now.
Right.
So last year he had 3,000. He's already got 100 more. Doubles, he passed Hank Aaron. Beltre's still at age 39.
Because Hank Aaron's really known about his doubles. Man, when I think Hank Aaron, I'm like, fucking double machine.
He had power, okay? Doubles and home runs that go together. No, Beltre is still performing well at age 39. And Chase doesn't think that Elvis Andrus can perform well 3 years down the road.
I don't see him performing well 3 years down the road. If 3 years down the road, it's going to be him and Rafael Palmeiro and Cleburne over there playing some fucking independent minor league baseball with me being a first base coach.
Lord. So we're talking about 3 years from now for the Rangers. If you were the GM, Chase, if you are the GM.
Yes.
Are you trading Kella?
That's a tough one. I would be closer to lean on trading out Diekman, but I can understand the want to trade off somebody like Kella. Kella's got, 3 years left?
Yeah.
After this year?
I think he's got a lot of control. He's young and he's talented. I say, why would you trade it?
With control comes consideration for a better prospect. You get a better return.
Okay, a prospect is a dice roll. You can get better ones, better odds. Profar was supposed to be good odds, right? You can get better ones, you can get worse ones.
Profar was good for the class that he was in.
Would anybody ever trade for Isaiah Kiner for left up? What was he? Number 35 in the entire Rangers organization?
Right.
He was not a star prospect, right?
No.
So is anybody randomly trading for him?
I mean, now.
He performs, right?
Right.
So it's a crapshoot. Kella is young and he's performing well. Maybe in 3 years he doesn't perform well anymore. That's entirely possible.
Right.
Maybe every single one of the people you trade for is no good, and then what are you left with?
I mean, it's one of those things where I think you have a more calculated risk getting somebody. I mean, Diekman short term would probably get you a mid-level prospect and maybe a mid-level reliever that's got a year or two left of control.
And we could use those. But the thing with mid-level,
but you can't use that though, Corey, when you're still
we could use mid-level prospects to rebuild.
But you're 3 years out from a real contention for playoff spot.
I would disagree with that. But why you're saying there's no use in trading Diekman?
I'm saying that Diekman wouldn't bring in as much of a return.
No, but
where you could get
Diekman.
I'm saying if you did trade Diekman, that's what you would get. But if you trade Kella off, you've got yourself probably 5-6 years. So you've got 3 years of these players that are finally hitting their prime and hitting their stride. You've got them for 3 years under your control that you can run and make a playoff push. Because your veteran leadership you have right now isn't going to be here.
Elvis
Andrus isn't going to be here unless he's going to be a DH, and who wants a DH that hits it in the gap? That isn't power. That's not power. What's he going to do? Run out there and
Get it to the wall and get a double? What's wrong with that?
He ain't going to get no double at that point. He's going to be broken down. He's going to be broken down. I sit here and watch, Corey.
Chase, there's only about one person I know personally slower than Elvis and than Adrian Beltre, and that's Tony Hill, and former wide receiver Cowboy. He was on the radio the other day. He's a friend from back in the day. But no, Andrews is not going to lose all of his speed.
Andrews is going to be